guys? Stephen here with Fit Bully TV. We've got Iron Shark K9. He's got his new ISK9 cowboy hat on. Now, what's this thing right here?
It was a shield.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was. What happened?
He wasn't the best designer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but after the fact, it's already on there, so we're gonna make use of it and get a better hat next time.
There you go. There you go. Now, what encouraged you or inspires you to get you a cowboy his hat?
Well, we went to the stockyards, and I figured if we're gonna go to the stockyards, we might as well make an episode about it. And everybody says, "Stan, you should get a hat." So I was like, "Nah." I was like, "Fuck it, might as well." I've been in Texas my whole life, and I've never bought one, so it's as good a time as any.
There you go, people. Now, bite work. It's one of those conversations that always comes up. My next dog's probably gonna be a golden retriever, so we don't have to worry about nobody getting bit.
GSP.
That is coming. GSP, but one after that, it's gonna be just a little homie, you know, regular dog.
Not a donkey.
and as you know, these dogs get highly motivated. So shout out to Kaizen for sending us. Look at this. What is this called? Do you know?
It'll be a short leash, a tab.
A tab?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got to get you a tab.
So I mean, I actually like that. The collar and it spins.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it doesn't get worried about getting tangled up.
And even the beauty about it too is here, you got control over that dog right here. Literally.
He's hobbling. As he's hobbling, by the way, I'm gonna put a clip in here, people, of Stan smoking Trev in a foot race.
Hey man, say.
Hey, it's sprint. That's why he's hobbling.
I'm finna go to gear 2, and gear 1 was like, it's like when that I don't know if you ever drove a stick. I used to drive a stick shift, so when you change gears, the car goes zoom. I'm about to go zoom. The transmission got killed.
And at that same time, we went.
Oh, you got that bail out.
Hey.
He's like, oh.
I don't bail on nothing.
Hey, the rematch is coming soon. The rematch is coming soon.
I gotta lose about 15 pounds.
I'm gonna start doing some parachute
and start stretching, and then we'll go. But at anywho, people, we get the conversation. I do. Stan, what's one of the questions that you commonly get on your page about bite work, training, using pillows? Pillow comes from Redline K9, so quit asking me.
Man, the number one question is they say my dog isn't aggressive enough to do bite work, and I tell them you don't want an aggressive dog in this situation, because if your dog is aggressive, they can actually choose to run in a real situation. You want a confident dog who wants to do this stuff. So if you have a dog that is confident, comfortable in various situations, you're going to be better off than having a dog who wants to bite everybody. Because again, if somebody that is his size starts yelling at a dog who is aggressive, they may not think that they can actually beat this bear up. So they may go, man, you on your own, I'm gone. So you do not want an aggressive dog if you are doing bite work. Build confidence, build in motivation, and encourage your dog to be better.
And we sent you through literally every stage of bite pillows and bite pillow progression. It goes beyond stage 1 for dang sure. And he's, this is stage 1. What would you say this is?
I mean, what we're doing right now is we're just having fun with him. So he's been on a suit, so he knows those things. If we were actually going to be pushing him for more bite work, we would start actually doing more hidden sleeve stuff, teaching him to work in a muzzle, all of that kind of stuff. But Trev is obviously big enough to defend himself in a lot of situations.
And keep in mind, people, just because I'm black don't mean I like to fight. So ain't gonna be. I'm bureaucratic. We shouldn't even be thinking about fighting. We grown. You need a job, get a job.
You low-key it man though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other part. But
if need
low-key
be,
it man though, boy. You got to move the hands, boy.
And another thing,
that's not a good thing either. Because look, I know how to survive. That's all I'm gonna say.
And another thing, not to interject, but we hope we never have to use any of this stuff. We want peace. We want to be able to go with our dogs, go anywhere. But if somebody does something they ain't supposed to do, I want to know my dog's going to give me a little bit of time to get to that thing. We live in Texas, baby.
Everybody got in Texas. Now, we're just going to literally, people, sometimes it's this simple. You say, what does my dog need? In this case, dog needs stimulation. What's a key to stimulation? In Ego's case, as you see, he's not lost sight of Stan this whole time. He ain't looked at me or nobody else. Work. So what you're seeing is a dog. He's finna punch in and double back. And we'll let him hang from a tree for 20, 30. I mean, sometimes you just say, all right, we got to get him out of here because it's just too much. So it's not a lot of work, but it's a lot of work getting your dog to a place where he's that focused and motivated.
Yeah. And then you hand it off to Twin and he does all the work.
I'll be doing the same thing though. I actually enjoy this part of the process because you go, wow, let's see how far we can push him. And I love pushing my dogs personally, but my hand's messed up. I'm in my leg. Well, my hand is too, being honest.
Yeah,
That hammy got
Let's go,
pulled.
baby.
Let's go.
Watch them feet, though. What?
So the first thing that you want to do whenever you are doing this is get your dog
right now, we
motivated
got
to
you
want to
nailed.
bite something, man. Start with a burlap sack, start with a toy that they can play with, and then you're going to increase the bite with the bite pillows, the wedges, different stuff like that. But allow your dog to grow at a certain level before you start pushing them on this stuff. This is a hard bite. You don't want a puppy to start on something like this. So if the dog is about under 6 months old, I'm gonna work with him on a burlap sack. I'm gonna work with them on something that is an easy bite to build the dog's confidence. And as they grow older, they get more mature, they go through puberty, then that testosterone starts kicking in and it's gonna make them more competitive. So then you're gonna start adding the harder bite pillows, the harder wedges, and all of those things like
Would
that.
you go from burlap sack to rope, then bite pillow? Like,
I personally don't like the ropes.
Okay, why?
Just because the rope is a hard bite, and if a dog isn't really motivated, they're not going to get a good bite, and it could also hurt their gums, their teeth, and it would just demotivate the dog. So I personally don't like the ropes, so I would go from the burlap to kind of a bite wedge kind of thing, but it's not going to be a hard wedge.
Better call him.
He's not going nowhere. This is Comcast.
He's gonna run right in them bushes. You already know that. See, he's sprinting all the way over there just to go in the woods. Well, I told you.
Imagine George of the Jungle. You know, you remember that movie Mighty Joe Young? And they was like, Joe! And that dude, you see the whole tree move, and all of a sudden a big gorilla jumped down. You go, oh my God. And we gonna come out of there. Somebody be like, oh, we gotta go home. We got to go home. What that dog doing in them bushes?
He turned up them handles is what
I'm
he's
trying to
doing
tell
right
you,
now.
look, we about to go get it. People, listen, slow down, take your time, find you some people you can work with. Working together keeps the whole thing working, to say the least. And it's little stuff like this. And mind you, we'll put some stuff up. I'll let Ego bite for another 10, 15, get him literally exacerbated, then put him up, and he'll be like chill for the rest of the night, because he got to get out and hang out.
And also remember what dog you have. If you have a bully, if you have these bigger dogs, you have to literally allow them to grow up before they're prepared for this stuff. If you got a German Shepherd like Creed, if you got a Malinois, if you got a Dutchie, they should come out of the womb doing it. So you can do a lot more with a dog like that. But if you do not have a dog that was genetically bred to specifically do bite work, you have to build the motivation, you have to build that drive. So take your time, don't get frustrated, and just allow your dog to grow up, people. And as always, just stay tuned, stay safe, stay sharp, and just take care of your dog.